Now, when you make a business continuity plan, you should not think that, oh, no, this will not happen or that will not happen. No, this is not very unlikely to happen. No, this is not that. You have to consider every risk that can happen to the business or that particular process. Second is realistic. Now, the recovery part of it, don't make any hypothetical plans of recovery. Make them realistic. For example, if something goes wrong, don't assume that ye to nahi hoga, this is not going to happen. So let me write something for the purpose of process. When I am writing a process, a document, let me say, okay, I will do this, or this team will do this, or somebody will do this. No, be realistic in writing when you write it. So the recovery plan should not be hypothetical, because in the eventuality, if it happens and if the plans do not work out, then it's like whom you are fooling around, like you are cheating yourself, your own organization. When there is a crisis for, say, all the divisions, where they will look first? They will certainly not look at that division which is not making any profit. It does not make sense. They need to suffer, because if they don't make profit, then they suffer. If they want attention, they should first become profitable, and then the BCP look at them also. It's very fair and rational. Because there are some people who always try to create problem, make problem, look at the problem. There are some people who will say, okay, fine, I know this problem, let me look at the solution, or let me be a part of the solution. So the management or the department head or the division head should identify such people who are willing to contribute and who have the capability to contribute, understand the broad picture, the big picture, and then contribute into the scheme. So they will nominate. Many people mistake the disaster recovery plan and business continuity plan as one and the same. No. DRP is a part of BCP. BCP is a larger umbrella, which is a business continuity plan is a larger umbrella which covers your physical continuity, economical continuity, your reputation, everything. Whereas a disaster recovery plan is usually it is only limited to the IT infrastructure. What happens if an IT infrastructure either is physically damaged or attack or ransomware or something, and how to recover? That is what is generally connoted by what is a DRP. In 2018, in the city of Atlanta in US, there was a ransomware attack on the government server, and because of that there were a lot of services impacted, like the court, the police department, the traffic, and all the government services, postal department. So they all were suddenly impacted, and they took a long time to recover from that. Now what happened is, actually the ransom which the hackers, when they hacked the system, the ransom was for only $52,000. However, the impact, the loss was around $17 million. And one of the reasons for that was because they did not have a business continuity plan. No question of good business plan. They did not have a business continuity plan. In those days, in April 2008, in Gujarat, there was one person, I think some Kriti Shah or somebody, that he called some of his friends and relatives and he said that ICICI Bank is closing down. They are bankrupt, there is no money left with them. Now this news, it spread like a wildfire, and to the extent that there was a huge crowd, unmanageable crowd in front of all the ICICI ATMs, because people wanted to take back their money before the ATM says sorry, it's over. Because in this scenario, if the ATM, for example, there is no money for even 4 hours, it will further add fuel to these rumors to say, okay, yes, I have seen that. And people will start building stories, really there is no money, I am not able to get. And then the news will even spread faster. So they had to work overtime. They had to get all their resources and ensure that they keep pumping in money. And according to some reports, apparently 300 crore rupees were withdrawn from various ATMs within just 2 to 3 days. So you need to be prepared. The BCP shows this kind of eventuality also, that if there is a sudden demand for an additional cash or extraordinary cash from certain region, how to cope with that. This is the last activity, and then we will close the session. So I have given here 5 scenarios here. Find out from you which of these is the highest critical risk, that is, which has got highest impact and also highest probability. 1. Cyber attack on the main server. 2. Severe flooding in the headquarters. 3. Influential corporate client filing a case against the bank in court. 4. Facility management service provider goes bankrupt and stops services. And 5th is key senior executives leave the bank in quick succession.